just run at your enemy and
Yeah,
then they
that's what
can't
Nigma
do
did to
anything.
Vici this morning. They beat the
Yeah, like
GG in 16 minutes and then 20 minutes.
the Doom works fine in the China region because they all
Yeah.
play kinda methodical and slow, but
Yeah.
especially in EU, they just run at you like
Yeah.
what did Kuroki say in the final against OG? Don't worry, they will always run at you just like monkeys.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, now everyone plays like OG in EU.
yeah, and that's basically
Yeah.
the strongest order right now because you can
Mhm.
just squeeze the map so the enemy can't get any farm.
Yep.
So OD ban as well.
Alright.
I don't get it. Like you could just unset with mix, but okay.
Tanking. I don't know, maybe they're still traumatized from when OG Meteor Hammer Rush was a thing from a few patches ago.
Yeah, it's still strong, but you have
Mhm.
ways to deal with it. Like that's my whole point. Like you
Yeah, like
usually
it's been pretty figured out by now, I think. But
like
there's
either
or so
yeah.
where it was awful.
Yeah, like either you ban hero spammers or you just ban good combinations.
Mhm.
And I don't really get the OD. Like Witch
Right.
Doctor first pick.
Alright.
That's interesting. Like
I actually saw a Witch Doctor in a pro game earlier for the first time in forever. I think it was Beast
okay.
Coast had a Witch Doctor. And they won, but I don't know, he feels a bit weird.
Yeah, like you can't do a whole lot yourself.
Yeah. At a high level, that is. That, like, Witch Doctor just seems to. You can kite him easily and then just.
Like at the low level, you just go ult. Oh, the IO.
Oh.
Like.
Oh, instant pick? Warlock. Alright.
Warlock. Okay, like they got Warlock Sand King. Like, probably not on the same lane, but in the team fight, it deals just huge amounts of damage. And on the other side, you have just huge amounts of heal with the IO and the Witch Doctor. But I wouldn't say the IO is support, because I know Jesus plays him as core as well.
Oh, okay.
So, like, basically, he once was immortal, and he did it with IO and fountain farming.
Oh, okay.
Like, it was literally fountain farming.
Yeah, I mean, he nearly got immortal, but then his calibration took a turn for the worst.
Yeah, I kind of ruined it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, he played group with me, and then we just lost a whole bunch.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And honestly, like I see it as a strong lane together. The Witch Doctor and IO on the lane. The Witch Doctor has so much damage that IO just needs to buff him, and then the Maledict will kill the.
So will that be an IO safe lane, do you think, instead of an IO mid?
I think so. I honestly think so. Because mid IO can get punished very easily.
Yeah.
But the safe lane IO, you can protect him with a pick like a Witch Doctor, who heals himself and.
They actually banned the Hoodwink, which is strange to see.
Yeah, the Hoodwink.
Maybe they're playing someone who's really reliant and hates playing against the break, but.
Like, honestly, they could just go for Bristleback then. Bristleback, Dragon Knight, something like that. Some very tanky hero with his passive.
Yeah, I love Dragon Knight right now, especially from the offlane. And you're seeing actually a lot now. Pros are maxing out the stun and only doing one level in Dragon Breath because they buffed the stun damage quite a bit, where before it was like tiny, but now it actually does damage.
Yeah,
they do go for Bristle.
Yeah, they do go for the Bristleback. Like, I wanted to say they could go Spectre as well, but it would be a little bit early for that.
Yeah. What do you think of the Spectre Echo Saber? Have you seen much of that?
Yeah, like, it seems really good.
Yeah.
Like, it gives you mana, it gives you HP. And, like, you can fight early with it. That's the issue most Spectres have. They can't really fight early. And it kind of fixes the problem, because it gives you damage and HP. Like, sometimes they go Blade Mail, but Blade Mail you only need damage if they attack you.
Yeah. So, Echo Saber's replacing Blade Mail now. It's like the first item in Spectre, just because of the mana regen, they attack damage too.
Yes.
Especially with how Echo Saber and Desolate works really well. As we get a Shadow Demon. Okay.
Shadow Demon.
I don't think anyone's played Shadow Demon at any of these events yet. And actually, same with IO. So that's 2 new heroes we're going to be seeing.
Like, I don't know about Shadow Demon. Like, he feels kind of awkward. Like, either he performs really well, or he just is just bad. Like,
it's like, I don't know. Oh, so Jesus saying he wanted to play Shadow Demon mid. Alright, so maybe it's mind games.
Yeah.
Because he is very strong when he needs such a big save against people like Void, but here it doesn't seem.
Yeah. Like, okay, now we know iOS probably support.
Mhm.
We are still not sure yet. Like, it could still be IOMID, like, as you said. But no, it's probably gyro safe lane.
Yeah. Going for the old IO gyro combo. Or maybe that might be a pause for Witch Doctor then.
Like, it's so strong right now because overpower buffs spell power as well now.
Yeah.
And that paired with gyrocopter just wrecks shit. Like with a few levels, you really can't face it anymore.
I know it's Shadow Demon. His break is in his eggs. It gives charge.
Like, that's probably then the Bristleback counter, but on a support, and then it's like kind of awkward because you need like a 4,000 gold item.
Yeah, like getting eggs on Shadow Demon likely is until around maybe 30 minutes or so. Like, I wouldn't be relying on it to like
maybe it's a jungle Shadow Demon, then he could get it like 20 minutes. But who knows? Like, I don't know how crazy the people are right now.
Yeah. I think actually now that some teams are actually playing Viper as a support more than a main or core.
No, they're going to answer Necro. Yeah, basically a stable mid lane. Like, you can even swap him into the safe lane, and basically gives answer to the Bristleback as well.
Right, so they ban a Tinker. So they are presuming that this is an IO support and the mid hasn't been picked yet.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Like, the advantage for Bloodstone deniers, they have the last pick right now, so they can still decide if the IO is mid or not.
They banned TA, even though I think this is almost definitely Necro mid. Bit of a strange
like, because Necro is a flex pick, they kind of have to answer it if they want to pick something like I know Synax plays Invoker a lot, so that's for that they have to answer it. And the Viper, like, TS just kind of strong right now, so you could even play the Necro in the safe lane.
Alright, so that's Cosmos Terrorblade on the safe lane. I haven't seen him play that in a while. It'll be good to watch.
Yeah,
that is 5 Warlock.
So honestly, there we go.
A Lion. Okay. So is that an IO mid? Or Gyro mid?
It could be Lion mid.
Oh no, wait, that's Show Me on the Lion. Jesus on the IO though. Which one of them
on the IO? Like, honestly, I think it's IO core in the mid lane because Necro isn't that dominant against it. Like, it could be quite possible. Or they could just send the Lion mid.
Yeah.
Also possible. Like, like, if Lion gets a good start in the mid lane, like, basically every enemy hero is food for it. And with the new level 15 talent, where he gets like 70 HP per stack, he gets really fucking tanky.
And also the shard, the free BKB. Not free, but like 1400. And Alright.
So Lion seems really good right now in the patch. Like, basically every team is picking it.
Yeah, it's just the Hex is just so valuable right now against so many heroes.
Yeah.
Alright, so for Kanya, I just want to check where the lower MMR guys are playing. Okay, so Kokoro is the Crusader, he's on the Shadow Demon, and Zafrakan the Guardian on the Witch Doctor. Alright.
Oh, it's mid Bristleback, or is it? Like, place what? I don't know yet. Okay, mid Lion.
Setting to the awful.
It's mid Lion, by the looks of it. Free Mental of Intelligence.
Alright, yeah. There we go.
Not yet looking. I think you still got to make it full screen on the stream.
You're right. Hold on. Alright, there we go.
Looks like both teams are playing rather defensive on the runes.
Yeah, this is something you kind of see. The runes are a bit boring, because, you know, each team is kind of just going to go 5-man on each side. And most of the time it just ends up with nothing happening. Because they're both on different sides. But
I think it's probably like that because the teams are random, kind of. And you don't really have to trust, like, let's do that, let's go like that. And most of the times during the draft, you don't talk about that.
Yeah.
And then it's already too late. Because
so
everyone bought their items and stuff.
Not gonna contest, that's 2 runes to each team. Alright.
Okay, they paired their Io with the Bristleback. Oh, it's also not
Okay.
combo.
Good luck, have fun. Nice to see people being friendly.
Yeah, for now.
Something I can do. Are you able to like send chat into the game through like the broadcast?
Of
I've
course.
seen, yeah, like I can't do it. What button do you press? Is it just like the normal chat?
Yeah, like the normal odd chat.
Oh yeah, okay, it doesn't work for me. Very sad.
Okay. It's weird.
Alright, so Lion.
Okay.
Lion getting a last hit advantage in mid. Alright, in one.
Yeah, Lion is really strong right now. He has quite a lot of damage with his build. But they kind of only have a small difference. But Lion can stun the Necrophos to get the range crit deny and stuff.
Yeah. Where are you thinking first blood will come? Any predictions?
Oh,
top
top.
actually. GoPro nearly
there.
falling.
Yeah, but 4 stacks on Synax right now. Like, that's dangerous as well.
Oh, but tanking. Alright, they're gonna sell up. That was close. How did that happen? Does he have level of Maldict? Oh, they do get him! Africana's gonna fall too, but they
Oh, I didn't look.
do get the first blood, but yeah.
I always miss it.
Yeah, I think the creeps just finished him off in the forest or trees. I'm unlucky there.
That feels bad.
Alright, so this bristle going low, this Warlock using the Shadow Word very offensively. Alright.
Yeah, like...
This bristle might die if he's not careful actually. They go for the reflection and they do kill him thanks to the metamorphosis. And this is Io is looking dead as well. They get a fatal bounce off, but this Io might have the movement speed to run away. Although he is gonna be okay.
Maybe, like Warlock is still chasing and the fatal bomb's still going. But no, it's enough. He's going for the room.
Alright. The wave is pushed in all the way. Power though. As mid, Necro has taken the last hit advantage. Has to be careful. Though he does have a max wand, he pops it.
Like, actually, the right thing to do for the line, in my opinion, would be like going 1-0-2 build and just burn the whole mana of the Necrophos. So he can't last it with his Q.
That's true. Necro doesn't have a stick, so he won't be able to use that.
Yeah, like basically that denies the region advantage from the Necrophos.
Yeah.
But
Bottom, I don't think Bottom was expecting to take this much damage. They're having a bit of a rough time.
Yeah, like I honestly think Terrorblade is one of the good picks against the Bristleback because you have so much armor, like no items, 10 armor, and you deal so much damage. So you can basically hit through the Bristleback in a few seconds.
I think last hits around the map so far generally no one's taken a bit.
Yeah, for now. But the Terrorblade got a lot of denies. That could be crucial to winning the lane.
I think what you need to kind of do against Terrorblade is you need to pressure him hard whenever Metamorphosis is down, because he can't really fight back. Because he doesn't have like proper damage for another 40 seconds.
Yeah, you should do it, but as IO or Bristleback, you can't really. Like, you deal no damage.
Although you can go to Nasal Goo and Bristleback, and it's actually stupidly strong early. But the only issue is you have to be careful with how much wand charges you give away.
Yeah.
As they are going to go on to this Shadow Demon. They do pop the cask, which is going to hit, and the homing missile is going to this himself as they're going to land the Burrow Strike into the Switch Doctor, and the Switch Doctor is going to fall. As they do manage to turn that pretty well thanks to a good stun by the Sand King. What's that spell called? Disruption. Alright, as Kokoro, he has to be careful because he still has the Maldict on him, but he's going to pressure hard as the Burrow Strike lands on this Gyro, and this Gyro is going to die as well. And the Shadow Demon even survives.
Well, that was a big outplay right there.
Yeah, they...
Yeah. And bottom dies Aya.
And Jesus dies in it.
Yeah, Fatal Bond, Shadow Word, and then just a few hits from the Terrorblade Arena.
Yeah.
Like, it's not looking so hot for the Dire, to be honest.
Aristocrat and Kokoro kicking ass in the offlane so far. What was it? It was a level 2 Maledict, but they just didn't have the damage to take him down.
Oh no, Terrorblade is dead.
Oh, they ran out of them. Alright, nice.
Yeah, like
they got
like
the
you
Q and they
said,
ran out of them.
yeah, the nasal goo. Basically, Terrorblade stepped out too far without the Warlock near him, and then he just couldn't fight
As
them.
they are going to go into this Warlock as well. Like, nice. Alright, so this Nasal Goo, that's what I was thinking, because like Nasal Goo is such a strong spell for killing people early, as they are going to kill this Warlock instantly. Nice. Because like you can legit just keep pressing Nasal Goo and run at them, and you're going to kill them if they don't have like, if they can't run under the tower.
Yeah.
As mid, Necrophos, he's getting a bit low as the finger is going to come out and finish him off. Got that right in time. That's first kill mid to the Lion. What's net worth looking like? As Necrophos does have 23 last hits ahead of this Lion.
Yeah, like the first signs of life of the Dire, to be honest. And I think they need to do stuff to make it like to win the game. Like the Lion needs his finger stacks.
Yeah.
And they basically need to run over the game like 30 minutes, 20 minutes.
Yeah. Like, I think something important if you do want to play mid Lion, because it isn't the best, it's like the second your finger is coming off a cooldown, you need to gank and use it instantly. Just like build up as much stacks and damage as possible as the game goes on.
Yeah.
Alright. Bottom. What are the items looking like? He's going for treads, bristleback, has a soul ring and boots. Alright. Io's going for a first item mech, it looks like. Pyro going for a maelstrom. Sand King, I think. Alright. Shadow Demon. Alright. Be normal so far, nothing crazy. Hood picked up on the Necrophos nice and early. That'll be really effective versus this Lion. Joseph?
Talking about crazy, the Lion doesn't go boots.
Yeah. Damn. Actually, I've seen that go sometimes. Show Me will just sometimes just ignore boots entirely. In any build he does.
Like Vital, movement is so important in the order. Like if you're out of position, like the Witch Doctor on top.
Yeah.
Like you take so much damage or you die.
Like I feel like the second Sand King gets his Blink Darker, Lion is just going to be free food, as they are going to dive in onto this Witch Doctor top, and the Burst Strike will finish him off. Azayo does TP up, but he doesn't get there in time. He's looking for the Shadow Demon though, who's pretty low. Although he might get cut off by the Sand King. Oh, that was Burst Strike. Alright, he does go Epicenter at 6. Rusting.
Yeah. Like usually you don't get the chance to get it off, so
yeah, that's
most
how
people skip it.
Yeah, I do too actually. I usually don't go to like later on, as I like to max out Sandstormer. So he's going to get the Burst Strike and he is going to pop the Epicenter in hopes of chasing out the side. Oh, what a bit of miscommunication there.
Saved by the Shadow Demon.
Shadow Demon saving the enemy. As they're going to get the cask off and turn in the Maledict, and that should be enough to kill the Sand King, as Maledict's also onto the Shadow Demon, but he does finish off the Io. As some dots coming out from the Lion. Got killed as...
He got saved by the...
Ah, okay. Oh, Haste Rune. Haste Rune just expiring there. Bristle, he's just cutting waves up here, looking to pressure the tower, as Terrorblade's sitting in the jungle now. So is the Gyro. It'll be interesting to see who of the two farms the most.
If Gyro gets a lot of stacks, he will farm faster. Like, the one thing that matters right now is can the Radiant hold off the Dire team until the Terrorblade just kills them all. And
yeah, I feel like
he will be able to do it, to be honest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think the Sand King, he'll be, once the mid game turns, he'll be kind of on his shoulders to hold back these attacks while the Terrorblade farms up. As they're going to Burst Strike onto the Witch Doctor, although the cast does bounce on each of them thanks to the Sentry Ward down. Although this Witch Doctor is going to die, but Lion gets the finger stack and kill onto the Shadow Demon in return. Alright. Support for support, but your Lion does get a finger stack, so I'm liking that. As Gyro is going to commit... Alright, for stacks.
No, he... Like, basically, he learned it from me. Like, if you got nothing to do as a Gyro, you have your ultimate, just use it to farm. Because right now, he doesn't really want to fight. He just wants to farm his Maelstrom, and afterwards probably the Axe.
Some good advice there.
Yeah, like kind of wants to get involved, but not really. Like wants to be picky about the fights and only. Like basically, the one thing about him is don't die.
They're gonna commit 3 top as they see the Sand King. They love the Cascade launch, put down the Sentry Ward as the Sand King's gonna drop. And I guess.
Meanwhile, on bottom lane.
Will this? This Bristback is gonna drop to the Shadow. Nice. Although the relocate in from the Io and Gyro, will they try to finish off this Warlock? He's juking him in the trees, but they are going to be able to finish him off in time. Let's see, will they find a way to cancel the tether? No, they're both back. Nice and safe. Alright. I'm guessing this Sand King's learning why people don't go Epicenter at level 6 usually. He's tried hitting it, but he was just stunned up and killed straight away.
Like, and the reason why it took so long to kill the Bristleback is, again, the disruption saved him from the Golem stun.
Yeah, a bit of miscommunication there, as he is gonna launch the Nasal Boot. He's thinking about going on this Terrorblade. He does get the Courier though. He's just gonna back off. He has the Creep Wave, but they're just gonna kind of leave him do his thing. It's Bristleback. He does have a hood. Nice. That's what's Necrophos going? He has something in his Courier. Force Staff. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, like there's no reason to go for stuff, to be honest.
Yeah, I would say he's top the net worth. I would go, I don't know, just something farming, maybe Radiance or just Greaves or just some other item to help your team out. He's going Kaya and Sanji next. I'd say he could have.
He could have just gone Blink and just go hand with the Sand King Blink. They would have had it at the same timing, and then just smoke up, gank the jungle. Like, look at the Gyro, like he's always alone. If they just smoke into the jungle, like they see the Bristleback very aggressive, don't know where the Io is. Io is basically everywhere. Line is mid, so basically it's maximum Gyro plus 3 in the jungle.
Yeah. I think he's underestimating how hard he is to kill right now, as this mid Necrophos. Because Force Staff's usually something he thinks he needs to save himself, but he can just pretty much run at whoever he wants. As his Bristlebat's going to TP top, he does have a pipe, but he's going to walk away as the Switch Doctor is going to look to get the cask combo. He throws out the cask, TP in from the relocate, the IO. They do get the finger onto the Sand King as they're going to drop Death Ward, and they're likely going to kill this Necrophos as well, and they do finish him off. This Necrophos is going to drop. Oof.
Yeah.
He had his HUD charge.
Yeah. Like he had everything ready. Like he could have forced it away. He could have ghost routed. Like he had like 1 second.
Yeah. Bit of a waste of gold on that Force Staff.
Yeah, it basically feels like it's. If you don't use it, it's a waste of gold.
Yeah. Line now 3 finger stacks. Looking good.
Like and he does it without boots. Like that's the crazy thing.
Yeah, it's because of he's getting the IO relocates, he's just on top of them, and then he's getting pings back out. So he doesn't need to initiate with this IO. Pretty much like carrying the rotation there. Well, alright, this IO is going early Medallion. I'd like to see that. Terrorblade going Sanj and is it Sanj and Yasha? Yeah, that's it. As top, they're looking to take this tower, which looks like it's dropped. Bristleback's trying to defend, but I don't think he can take on the 3 of them by himself. Although Witch Doctor is wrapping around behind them, he might be able to get his Cask Maledict combo. He gets the Cask off, and he does get the Maledict, and this might be a dead Necro. He Force Staffs away and a Burrow Strike onto this Witch Doctor, as they do drop the Golem as well. As the Witch Doctor is going to fall, and will this Bristleback fall too? There's 4 against 1. It looks like he might have the movement speed to escape thanks to his Warpath. The Burrow Strike misses actually, and they don't have any more catch. Lion's coming to save, but this Lion has to be careful not to get cut out himself. Although the Io and Gyro are going in, they do launch the homing missile, and this Gyro is committing in, although he does get disrupted by the Shadow Demon. And it looks like they are just going to go back. Although the Golem doing some work there. Like Farm Golem, Gyro pops the ultimate, and he does kill the Shadow Demon. Nice turn there. I was thinking, it was looking like they're going to disengage, but got a bit too greedy on the Radiant side there.
Yeah, like they're kind of lacking communication right now. Like,
Yeah.
they don't have to fight, they just need to force the enemy team. So, just create space for Cosmos, and it should be fine.
But I'd say something happening is Cosmos and Jesus were the two captains, and this is the difference between like a core captain and a support as a captain. Because like the core, your early game is just so disjointed because all you're focusing on is farm. While your support, you can see this Jesus on the IO. He's making plays, he's making calls each time, and they're just much more coordinated than this Radiant side, and they've been winning pretty much every fight they've gone to. Because they know what they're doing beforehand.
Like the advantage Jesus has, like he has relocated, so he can just force his teammates to join.
Yeah, while on the other side, your Terrorblade, he's just kind of... It's hard to focus on farm and coordinate your team at the same time, especially when you're not involved. I'd say that's why you'd see most captains, unlike teams, are the support player, because they're like in charge of the early game, and that's what we'll need to get.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see how they do. Because they did seem to win each of the lanes, but they've just been losing every fight, it seems, afterwards.
Yeah, they just need to back down a bit, just
IO has to be careful. Get caught out? No, they don't have range.
Like basically what Radiant need to do right now, like only try to go for the pickoffs. Don't try to force the big fights. Like your Terrorblade is not ready yet. Like basically he needs a big AV to fight.
Yeah, they did smoke up on Radiant bottom, but it looks like they're not doing anything at all.
Yeah, like they smoked and the Shadow Demon instantly destroyed the sentry wall.
Yeah, and gave it away. Yeah. It's again just tiny little thing. So now the Sand King, I guess, if I'm the Sand King, he wants to make plays because he did rush this Blink Dagger, but there's just no plays he can make with his Nerfos wants to farm and his Terrorblade wants to farm. So I'd say just stay in the dead lane and just kind of farm that. And it looks like that's what he's doing now. While the Warlock and Shadow Demon are feeling a bit useless as they can't do much at the moment.
Yeah, like it's always hard to play support in these games.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just have to lay back. Like especially with those two supports, both are defensive. Like they can't miss plays. They have to ride off the back of the Sand King. And now the pitch structure is fine.
Alright, so both tier 1s are getting pressured. As Radiant have 4 bottom, Terrorblade is top, and they know that through the Bristleback, but...
Yeah, and he is meta.
Oh, Bristleback's TPing bottom actually. Are they going to look to run at them?
Yeah, like the
Radiant
relocate will come in. Like the split push mid, and then...
Alright, so they do force 3 TPs mid. As they do drop the golem, it does slightly clip onto the Iron Gyro, but I'd say that was a bit preemptive, a bit early, as this team weren't ready yet.
But you basically see the problem here. Like both supports can't catch anyone. Like only the Sand King can catch people.
I'd say Shadow Demon opting to not go for an 8 lines, which I'd say he might get punished for. As they do have a dust out and they can't see the Sand King. He's going to try and burst strike up, but the IO, will he finish him off? Another Warlock kill isn't enough. As they do get relocated out. Oh, that was a bit of... Wait, was that the... Oh no, that was relocated. Oh shit. They do kill the Warlock as this Bristleback. He's looking to run away, as the Death Ward instantly interrupted a low finger coming out into Shadow Demon. Easy stacks there, as Lion is going to suck the mana. He's going to suck Necros right old dry. As that is a 3-for-0 trade. Oof.
Yeah, like, it's rough for the Radiant.
As Gyro, he's just going big balls. He's going right in.
Yeah, like,
he does miss
every
the
hero
ultimate,
is dead.
Sand King, he's launching up the epicenter, although he doesn't. Ooh, I don't know about that. The Gyro was scythed up, but the Sand King chose to blink stun onto the Bristleback instead of the Gyro. A bit of big miscommunication there. This Terrorblade is looking to get in something, but doesn't have the cask. And this cask, with the illusion, Maledict on, Earth Spike, this is looking like a dead Terrorblade. Although he does have the Shadow Ward to help counter the Maledict, but it might not be enough. He does have Sunder up though. As Witch Doctor has to be careful, the Terrorblade images might kill him, although they do finish off this Shadow Demon. Oof. All these fights going bad on the side of the Radiant.
Yeah, and now you see the power of the IO. Like, Bristleback just went from like 20% to 100% HP again.
I think that fight could have gone incredibly differently if the Sand King burst straight onto the Gyro. As they do catch out this Terrorblade, will they get the Chainstorms off? The Earth Spike does land. As the Lion does have the Axe up, although Sunder, he does get it off into IO and the Sand King with the counter initiation. Really nice plays there, that's more like it. As they do kill this Lion, his finger, he miscalculated just a tiny bit, as it was barely not enough. The upheaval won't be enough to catch this Bristleback, as he's just going to run away, but they needed that on the side of the Radiant badly. Finally a fight going their way.
Yeah, and basically that's the whole thing you have to do as the Raven. Just protect the Terrorblade.
Yeah, as a 3k XP going towards them. It's a really nice turn. Alright. That was actually really... This Lion does have to be careful. Still doesn't have boots. He's going for Blink Dagger next. Ooh. I think
probably the next time the Raven uses the ultimates, Dire should just go into Rush. Like, that's basically the next objective. Rush and then take T2s. Make the map small for the Terrorblade.
Terrorblade's going to show top with its image. There's going to show mid. Let's see net worth wise. This Lion is behind the Necrophos, but this Terrorblade is finally taking Clot's spot in the net worth. Oh, it's looking okay on the side of Radiant.
Yeah, it's not looking too bad. Like, it's only 4k advantage for the Dire team.
It's still a very winnable game for them.
Yeah, like, what I want to see from Dire right now, like, actually just go for a smoke and for Xiaomi to buy boots.
As Sanj and Kaya is picked up in the Necrophos.
It's another odd item to do.
I'm not sure about this. Sand King has an Aether Lens. I don't know if I like that as an offlaner.
What is going on here?
He's doing his own thing. And he's gonna go Shiva's next. Which is, I like. Shiva's is really nice, but I don't know about the Aether Lens.
Probably instead of the Aether Lens, force stuff on the Sand King, because you really want to go in, and then you can just force stuff yourself. Okay, again.
Well, they are smoked up and double damage on this Terrorblade, although they're going to walk right into no one. Will they see the Gyrocopter in Witch Doctor bottom?
Probably not.
They're probably just going to walk into this Bristleback, which is not what you want to see. This Bristleback, he is going to expose that. They are going to commit him to this Bristleback. I'm not sure if I like that. They do get the Demotic Purge up onto him, but it's just going to do nothing. As, Terrorblade kills the Witch Doctor. Disruption. And Golem pop through this Bristleback. No, that's a Scotty on the Terrorblade, and that just melts this Bristle. Oh, that's a big item reveal. As Metamorphosis IO is going to drop instantly. Oh, that's a huge item.
Yeah, that's huge.
That Scotty just melted through this Bristleback instantly. Oh, damn. Terrorblade's at the point now where he's hitting very hard. This Gyro is going to have a bit of a rough match to try and compete with him, as he is going Satanic next. He does have the Ags and Maelstrom. Will it be enough?
He will go Satanic Rapier. Probably.
Because...
if he keeps copying my builds.
Because I'm not sure if he's noticed the Scotty, because doesn't like that kind of neuter the Satanic effect with the healing, because there's the big healing reduction.
Yeah, like...
A Scotty is going to be... I mean, not a Scotty, a Shiva's. Oh wait, no, he changes from a Shiva's to a Pipe. So maybe it won't be too bad, as he is going to walk right into this Necrophos down bottom. The Warlock is there to back him up. He's going to try solo kill this Necrophos, but he just doesn't have enough. The missile's going to be off, although it does see. Sand King with the Burst Strike, they do get the Necrophos, but this Gyro is out on his own. Lion's in there to back him up. He does get the finger onto the Warlock. Alright, he do turn this thanks to the backup from the Lion, and now the IO is here to heal the Gyro back up to full health, as they are just going to run down this Terrorblade, who does have Sunder, however. Looks like they're going to settle for the Shadow Demon instead, the much easier kill. Although he does have a Yield Scepter up, that will break the tether. Although IO trying to body block him, he gets the Demonic Purge off, but this is looking like a dead Shadow Demon. Alright. I think they took too long to kill the Gyrocopter, and he ended up surviving, and they just turned that 4 for 1. Is that 4 for 1 or 4 for nothing?
I think 4 for nothing.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, and now right into the Rush Pit.
Yeah. Then
like
that was Solar Crest. Alright.
Everything's still on cooldown for the Radiance.
And I do really
like
this IO is going for a Halberd next, which is amazing, versus a Terrorblade. Just neuter him for 5 seconds. as Bristles, he's just going to run up into the triangle. He's going to spot this Terrorblade as he does have Ags up, although he is going to settle for the easier kill in this Warlock, who should drop very soon. Burst Strike coming in, but it's not looking like it's going to be enough, and the Sand King might have killed himself actually. As they are just going to run into the missile. Oh, that Shadow Demon just got obliterated. And the Sand King's going to drop as well as this Bristleback with his Ags, and he's just running up high ground, no fear at all from this.
Yeah, they're just like monkeys.
Yeah.
Like I said at the start of the game.
Yeah.
They're running at you.
Like if you're losing and the enemy team gets Aegis, you just abandon your triangle. They stay there way too long. They even try fighting, which is not a good idea at all, I'd say.
Like you can do it if you land like the 5-man dream combo, but there was no chance for that as soon as Bristleback just ran high ground alone. And basically they're doing the right thing and just ignoring the Terrorblade.
Yeah.
Like in the fight they just ignore the Terrorblade, and once he pops meta they just try to disengage.
He's going for Butterfly next to the Terrorblade instead of a BKB. Might get punished for that. As Gyrocopter is just running up high ground, he might waste his Aegis here. I don't think this is the best move, although he is just going to pop the Satanic and run back. He'll be fine. Disruption, and that Shadow Demon is obliterated by Lionfinger. The Golem coming out. Terrorblade's here to fight, although he's instantly stunned up. This Sand King dies before he can get the Epicenter channeling off. As Terrorblade is going to turn, and he is going to kill the Aegis. That's going to be the first life gone on the Gyrocopter, as the Gyrocopter is now caught out in no man's land. And he's stunned up, and he's instantly taken down. Oh, they got too confident there. Something you hate to see. It does happen in lower MMR games. They'll have a lead and they'll just completely ignore the racks in the tower and end up just wasting an Aegis and all dying. Because they do go way too deep there. It did look good, but if you look at it... Oh, IO buys back. What?
What?
Alright, I guess the buyback to kill 4 range creeps, alright. When they get the siege creep? I still don't think that's worth.
I don't know. Like, maybe he wants the experience, but then the checker was there. Like, honestly, I don't know.
Because that's going to be next time he dies. That'll be a huge... It'll be a long death counter, and he won't be able to buy back if Radiant do push high ground. Which is very likely because of the tempo a Terrorblade can set. He has a team behind him.
Like, what the Dire should do right now, basically just go for a smoke. Like once the jar is back up again, just smoke and try to catch something and then try to catch another hero. Like that's basically the whole idea of the draft.
Yeah, like I really think they need to stop focusing on this Bristleback with all their spells. They're kind of like wasting them all and then they're just getting cleaned up instantly. So if they can like get a Golem or something onto this IO, Sand King Epicenter onto the IO or Gyro, it'll be much more effective than just like on a Bristleback and then doing no damage.
Yeah.
IO... What's Lion's finger stacks? He's only got 6 finger stacks, so he's been kind of playing a bit inactive. Last I'd say 15 minutes or so.
No, like he tried to get the finger stacks, but always was short on damage.
Oh, okay. What's it total? It's like 1300 damage total, as this Bristleback's just gonna run up high ground. Sand King go on BKB next. He has switched from Shiva's the pipe to BKB. Great.
Yeah, like BKB is also a good idea, but it's probably too late right now, because he's basically a support at this point. Like he has the same farm as Aya.
Yeah, the items were a bit of a... there on the Sand King.
But like the Lion doesn't really have a lot of farm as well.
Still no boots. He went for a Glimmer Cape before boots. Come on, it's only 500 gold. Get some boots for yourself.
Like, if you could just get Boots of Travel, like maybe even Boots of Travel too.
This Idol's gonna get cut out from the Blink Burrow Strike. He might be able to, he does get a tether off into this Gyro, but the Demonic Purge is gonna slow him up greatly as he is likely gonna get caught. No, this Terrorblade changes his mind. Okay. What's happening backlines? Oh no, they're focusing on the Bristle. Not a good idea. This Bristle's just gonna walk out and they're gonna die. Oh no! Oh damn. Not a good move. Terrorblade is gonna man-fight this Gyro. Will he get the Sunder? No, he doesn't get the Sunder. He turned around. Oh, huge mistake there. Damn. I was saying they're focusing way too much on this bristleback, because you could see the Terrorblade here. The IO was tethered to the gyro, and he was there ready to fight, but his entire team was up, using all their big spells on a bristleback by himself. Or instead of focusing a bristleback they didn't even kill, they could have easily killed the IO and gyro. So, big misplay there, I would say.
Like, if you can't burst the bristleback, you kind of have to ignore him, even though you do so much damage.
Yeah. And they don't have a Spirit Vessel or anything to kind of counter him.
Yeah. Like, they only have the Skadi from the Terrorblade, but if he isn't able to hit anything, because he is disabled...
Yeah. And the Sand King's just getting obliterated. He has 0 tanky items. He didn't even go to Health Talent, so he's just like getting destroyed by like in 2 seconds by this gyrocopter.
He's basically the second position for right now.
Yeah. Alright, there we go. Arrow taking top net worth as they do have a 15k lead now. As Sand King is now behind the position 5 Witch Doctor in net worth, who does have an Ags. Alright. Ags coming out on the Witch Doctor. Interesting.
Oh, finally boots on the line.
Hey! You got
30-minute boots.
Hell yeah.
Oh, we got it. Like,
and he has a tome as well, so he should hit level 20.
Yeah, more damage for the finger. Like, it's really hard for them to play him right now. Like, to be honest, I don't know what they can do right now. They have an IO-Gyro combination that's so far ahead of them.
Yeah, too many bad fights, and they've kind of dug themselves a hole that's very hard to get out of right now. As it is a 92% win rate, according to Dota Plus. As the Sand King is going to get a really good epicenter and fatal bombs on the backline, which is looking like it might kill the IO. The IO, he gets the IO and the Witch Doctor. That's a very nice play. Sunder's Stomach Mouth sold the finger, and this Terrorblade is just going to drop though. It wasn't enough. As this Necrophos just gets spawned as well, and I would say this is GG if they do decide to go aggressive and end it. Oh, they got Megas. Yeah, they call GG. Too many bad fights and none of them had buybacks. So that is the end of game 1. Right. There we go. So what are your takeaways from that game?
Well... Like, I'd say for the Radiant, try to do more monkey style, where you don't have to be well coordinated, like this game.